How is everybody doing? I hope you're alive and well and having a good day. I don't really have a goofy way to start the intro, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. I've been on a mission the last few weeks and binge watching every SML video ever. And currently I'm still watching 2014 SML. And I'm gonna watch every episode down to the end of 2023, since that will be the end of an era and SML debatably moving into a new house in a few months. And I plan to review every single episode. So mark that on your calendar for, I don't know, maybe 6 months, God knows how long. We have over 1,000 episodes. But doing this project has made me watch episodes of the show down to episodes I have never seen before, and getting the older generation's first-hand experience of the show, and reminiscing the good times of the show, how different the characters were back then. Just everything feels so different compared to now. The stories, the characters, the jokes, the tone. Everyone used to actually love each other back then, and that felt believable. But when you jump from 2013 to 2023 SML, the whole vibe is off, the characters are especially off, and the relationships are off. The show lost pretty much all of its charm and heartwarming moments. Everyone is cynical towards each other, and I went on record to say it's like watching horrible people be horrible people to each other. And you really begin to question how and why Jeffy and Mario are still father and son if they hate each other. Or why does Mario love Rosalina so much when all she does is disrespect him, ready to leave him for the smallest mistake, never takes his side, and cheated on him with hundreds of guys? Even with the chicken? However, when you watch SML for a long time, you definitely begin to ask the age-old question of why is Cody still friends with Junior and Joseph, his two supposed best friends who do nothing but abuse him physically, mentally, and pretty much every freaking chance they get. There are many tropes in SML I have grown to hate. Rosalina accusing Mario of cheating, the stupid misunderstanding videos, which they're almost never done good to begin with, but the way SML does it is beyond stupid and it just dragged on for 12 minutes long, with characters being vague as possible and relying on stupidity. There's Brooklyn Guy being a man-child and being the filler character now, and he has fallen from being a great character to an okay one for me now. However, recently he has gotten very bad, but I have never been a fan of the Cody torture videos that Logan still makes. And it doesn't matter if Cody does it to himself or if people do it to him, even episodes are solely dedicated to putting Cody in the worst pain possible, and I mean that literally. Mario gets tortured too, but it's not as often as Cody, though I still find Mario torture to be annoying. Take my word with a grain of salt, maybe I might do a Marvin video, but honestly with Marvin, you could replace Cody with Marvin and Junior and Joseph with Rose and Jeffy. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna talk about this tiresome trope and how it progressed throughout the show. And I will get into when the cliche works to when it doesn't work. And just why do these episodes pretty much always almost suck. So let's do this. So I'm gonna briefly talk about the relationship of the three main characters, Junior, Joseph, and Cody, because this will be important to note later. We all know the history of Junior, a formerly spoiled brat who had no care for anyone else but himself. Always cried and cried to get what he wanted, no matter how impossible or hard it was. And while marathoning 2013 and 2014 currently, wow, I never knew he was this bad. Joseph eventually became a close friend to him, and I will say once Joseph came into the show, Junior slightly softened on the brattiness. We finally had someone who wasn't shit pee-pee for Junior to bounce off of, but then the show really got interesting when the character Cody came on, and he was a far cry from how he is now. Hard to believe he was more of a freak back then compared to now. Like, keep your pants on, dude! I like the relationship of the three characters. Junior was the main character with all the ideas, Joseph was the middleman who either agreed or disagreed with the ideas, and Cody was the smart character who did his best to lead everyone in the right direction. I think the first 20 episodes Cody appeared in, you notice right away compared to now that Junior is way nicer to Cody, even tolerating some of his weirdness to be a good friend. This immediately struck me watching a lot of 2013 episodes, as he is not like this at all nowadays. It's bizarre seeing Junior actually nice to Cody. Joseph was the one more irritated with Cody, but it's understandable. The point is though, the three were a nice trio who were all equally different. However, things got a bit worrisome as Junior became more of a jerkish and bratty character, and by extension with Joseph already not liking Cody to begin with, I can see how the show intentionally or not began to slowly transition into making fun of Cody for being a nerd. We had a bad start in first grade part 5 with them going ham on Cody just for being right. But it didn't get that terrible until the first true Cody torture video, and the first true episode dedicated to putting Cody down as low as possible. I already said my piece about Cody's birthday, one of the earliest and worst SML videos, and I still stand by that. It's not terrible by nowadays standards because now we have plenty of videos that surpass how bad that video is, but that being said, it is still a very bad video. And skipping to a few years with the show maintaining the same structure it does now, nothing much has changed in terms of the relationship except for the characters. Cody isn't that different nowadays. He remains the absolute least changed character. He's still gay, he still wears glasses, he still loves plastic, nothing much has changed. Junior isn't bratty anymore, but they changed him into an unreasonable, malicious jerk who is a genuine narcissist and psychopath, and he pretty much doesn't care who he hurts for most of the time. Joseph went through a character who occasionally didn't agree with Junior and hated Cody, to someone who always follows Junior along, and he's really vocal on his hatred of Cody for just existing. And I am so damn tired of Joseph accusing Cody of being racist. Everything black is not racist, Joseph. For the last 2 years, there's never been an episode that Joseph speaks that isn't about him hating Cody. But I think I went through the older characters to the newer ones and how they changed. So let's move on to when the Cody torture formula isn't that bad. I mean, hey, we need some positivity before we move on to the pain train. The first reason for viewers to see whether or not Cody deserves the treatment or not, it boils down and depends on the structure of the episodes. If an episode tells a story of Cody getting bullied and having bad things happen to him, and if it's the point of the story to work and have a satisfying end, I don't think people will be angry or annoyed about Cody getting hurt versus an episode where they just torment Cody for not even a story-based reason or no reason at all, just because it's supposed to be funny. Allow me to prove myself with episodes that do this cliche well. One, if not my favorite Cody episode of all time, Cool Cody, is an interesting spin of everything. It starts off like a typical Junior, Joseph, and Cody episode. Cody gets a phone call with his mom treating him like a baby, and Cody is uninvited to a party because he's weird. And Junior and Joseph goes hard on the insults, so he decides to throw away his real self to win people over, and it works. In fact, it works a bit too well. And he treats Junior and Joseph like trash, which for once is satisfying for the hundreds of episodes where they do the same thing to him. They actually begin to miss Cody and they want him back. Cody has an actual relatable and heartfelt moment saying how they didn't like the old him and how he was trying to throw away himself to meet his friends' expectations. I'm sorry, but it reminded me so much of middle school. When I was a nerd and getting grades, I was being bullied for being smart. So admittedly, I tried acting like a class clown and disrupting class, and that didn't last long. But with Cody, they miss him and appreciate the old him. Which is exactly why the next episode is Cody's birthday when they go back to bullying him, but I digress. I suppose I should briefly mention the Cool Cody remake because it's basically the same video, except at the end they want Cody back, and then when he is back, they still hate him for being weird. So it's like, they hate him when he's weird, and they hate him when he's cool. So, which one do you want? Another episode that does this cliche well is Bowser Jr.'s lemonade stand. Junior wants to make money by making lemonade, but it just so happens that Cody is trying to sell for some money too. Junior was a bit of an idiot for declining Cody's offer of getting 50-50 of what they make. Junior goes as far as to verbally assault him, and he even destroys Cody's lemonade stand. But I do think it was worth it because 1, since Junior is a jerk, he keeps pushing all of his customers over to Cody's, and when he tries to hire the lone dolphin to destroy the stand, he rips him off. And in the ending, Cody adds insult to injury by joking about the fact Junior lost everything, and I'm glad Junior didn't win in the end. I'll even throw in a video where Cody is a jerk and he gets what he deserves. Now, admittedly, I don't like this episode, but teleportation machine. Cody gets a new body and he thinks he doesn't need Junior and Joseph anymore, and he really acts like a jerk to them, and not in a funny way either. This is also weird about the video, but it's one of the rarest times ever that Junior does not insult Cody. But anyway, Cody acts like a jerk, so it's deserved when he loses his body at the end. So you see, episodes can have Cody get hurt as long as Cody can bounce back, he can still joke around and be himself, and his pain isn't long term. Or even at times where he's a jerk and he actually deserves what he gets. But now let's talk about when episodes don't work at all. And there are hundreds I can choose from. And I mean, look at this. This is episodes that I counted that have Cody either getting in serious pain, getting Cody in pain as much as possible. I mean, look at this. Just look at this lineup. But we're only going to talk about a few of them. Remember in Cody the Vampire where they straight up kill him and he wasn't a vampire at all? Bowser Jr.'s girlfriend have Jr. bullying Cody about his mom and Judas being creepy. And then out of nowhere, Jr. falls in love with Cody's mom. No, really, he spends the entire episode bullying Cody and his mom, and then he suddenly falls in love with her? Bowser Jr.'s vengeance is literally the school project too, with Jr. also getting mad at Cody for an accident and he doesn't apologize. Now, it's not as bad because Brooklyn Guy redeems the video a little bit, but 2021 is where things got really bad. But I'm gonna get the worst out the way. Cody's new friend have Jr. and Joseph sabotaging Cody's new friendship with someone solely because they don't want him to hang out with anybody else. Cody Goes to College is the most misleading video as Jr. and Joseph sabotage Cody's chances of going to college and he never gets to go there. 2 Tickets is amazingly even more annoying than the original video with being even longer and Jr. and Joseph being more stupider and calling Cody racist. Jr. walks in as Jr. being a jackass to Cody and saying he's Cody's dad now and he just makes a bunch of mom jokes. Cody's nut allergy is incredibly frustrating with Jr. and Joseph constantly poisoning Cody with peanuts and them being too stupid to remember what was said 10 seconds ago. Cody's evil twin has every character being below IQ level for the sake of the episode, and it's one joke of Cody getting arrested. Cody's gum problem is actually painful to watch and it even gets very disturbing to watch at the end with Cody's face melting. I thought I was watching SML, not Texas Chainsaw. The Spring Break disaster isn't god-awful, but every character not caring that Cody died is too mean-spirited. Even his family even celebrates his death. The to-go box main humor is Jr. and Joseph accusing Cody of eating their food and is so much filler. Cody's cavity is the definition of Cody torture all the way through. There are literally so many episodes I could talk about, but I'm really gonna discuss 2 episodes that really demonstrates how unfairly this trope has gotten. It's a cliche, but it's my second most hated SML video of all time. Cody's bad word. The fact everyone, and I mean everyone now points to this as a worse version of Jeffy's bad word, which I do want to make a video discussing what's the difference between these two someday, but people pointing this the modern counterpart is honestly amazing. Short summary, Cody gets harassed all video and accused of being racist for seeing nothing bad. Cody even tries to prove himself with a dictionary and his friends still act oblivious and ignorant. Yes, people defend this episode by allegedly saying this video is supposed to mock Twitter, but not only does this video cement exactly the reasons why I hate Twitter, but this would be no different if it was a normal SML video. And I'm sure this episode will be triggering and anger reducing to people seeing Cody get tormented for nothing. And now, my all-time least favorite SML episode, No Invite. I hate this episode so much. From start to finish, I was annoyed. This episode, on top of all the others, actively confirms that Jr. and Joseph are without a doubt the worst friends ever. They are selfish, they are careless, and the fact they are jealous when Cody doesn't invite them to his award ceremony. They even say they don't like him and the only reason they want to go is for the food. That's it. But in this episode specifically, Cody has always been through pain and torment, but seeing them abuse Cody in public to the point that Cody can do nothing but run off the stage crying, and Jr. still manipulates Cody, it makes my blood boil. I don't even know if the show wants me to like Jr. for treating Cody like garbage or hate him for treating Cody like garbage, but either way, the show treats Jr. as in the right for making Cody miserable yet again. Videos like this makes me so scared I have to eventually marathon every episode from 2017 onward. And the last reason these episodes are not funny or interesting or charming is because we have seen these episodes hundreds of times to the point I expect Cody torture in almost every video. Cody torture happens so much it's not surprising anymore, and it just seems like every force of nature is just out to get Cody. And lastly, Jr. and Joseph never get punished. I mean ever. It's always about torturing Cody and nothing else matters. Another reason that adds up to whether or not episodes either pass or fail, it mostly depends on Cody's emotions and what he does throughout the episode. I don't know about you, but Cody works at his best in a lot of episodes when he is severely pissed off with Junior and Joseph. When he actually stands up for himself, when he cusses them out. Not only is it funny, but it shows that Cody is not a pushover. Which, as much as I love Cody, it is something I have kinda grown to hate sometimes about modern Cody. Cody, I love you, but man, you need a self-esteem, man. Cody nowadays just kinda take the abuse he gets, which is not only less funny to see, and I'll talk about it at the end, but this does make him feel like a legitimate borderline abuse victim. He doesn't defend himself at all. It just makes me feel even worse for Cody, and it just makes me sympathize with him more. I know the point is to feel bad for Cody, but you don't want to go too far with a character getting tormented or feeling bad to the character to the point that it gets distracting and hard to watch. For example, in Game Night 7, yeah, it's the 7th episode of the series, and I'm not a big fan of the series to begin with because so much of this series is just bullying Cody. But in the 7th episode, I was so happy to see Cody walk out after being bullied for so long, and it was nice to see Cody flip the game after Junior being such a sore loser. The elevator video, it's so funny to see Cody just beat the shit out of Junior for being an idiot. And I'm sorry, but the funniest quote in the video is Cody saying that he's pissed off to be gay right now. Even Cody has cooldown periods of being gay. That's new. Cody's Revenge, I do think it's a good episode, and is due to the fact that for once, the show actively acknowledges that, yeah, Junior is a terrible friend to Cody, and Cody gets his revenge. That is so refreshing to hear. Even the show thinks Junior is a terrible friend. Or The School Project, my 3rd worst Cody torture episode of all time. Say what you want about this video, and I say a lot about this video. But admittedly, Cody does stand up for himself in the beginning by not saying sorry again to Junior for the accident, but then the episode treats Cody in the wrong, and his mom even forced him to apologize again, and his mom says he should swallow his pride and say sorry again, except if anything, Junior should be the one to apologize for causing Cody pain, not allowing him to eat anything, actually causing everyone to fail by breaking the project out of pettiness, but episodes that have Cody gets his revenge on Junior work so much better in the end. No matter how hurt or affected Cody gets, as long as he wins in the end and he has a happy ending. Again, Lemonade Stand helps Cody rubbing in Junior's face about his business failing. There's the flu shot with Junior lying to everybody about his leg being broken, and when they find out the truth, Cody is the one to push Junior down the stairs. Or Junior's embarrassing video with Cody blackmailing Junior to do the essay for him. And it was payback for Junior being a jerk to Cody. As partially bad as Cody's french fries is, and it's especially due to Junior's behavior all throughout the video, it is semi-redeemed by Junior thankfully not getting the free french fries after Junior forced Cody to stay up all night, and even blaming Cody for the reason he lost. Anyway, the show needs to make Cody a lot less of a pushover, and to make Cody not as sympathetic, have Cody either stand up to Junior, or he can either make jokes about Junior and Joseph's stupidity, or even make him get revenge or something. Now, to be fair, Cody is also very witty, and when you really pay attention to Cody, he has so many sarcastic comments poking fun about how dumb they are. However, if Cody is tortured too much, I'm not going to be focused on the story, I will only be distracted on how bad the episode is, adding it up to another video where I feel so bad for Cody. Cody works so much better when he stands up to himself. It may sound like nothing to you, but seriously, it lessens the annoyance and frustrating elements at least a little bit. And all of these things combined just kinda makes Cody look like an abuse victim. An abuse victim in an abusive friendship. Which, yeah, you can try to defend Junior and Joseph's actions all you want, but Cody is an innocent victim 99% of the time. And the show thinks the idiots are doing a good thing tormenting him. No matter what Cody does or doesn't do, all he can do is just take whatever he gets. And it comes off as not only hypocritical on the writing, but repetitive as well. We have so many episodes I could not even talk about, and if you look at a playlist of 2021 to 2023 SML, go down the list, you will see so many episodes in 1 year dedicated to putting Cody through the worst hell. At the end of the day, I do think Cody torture episodes need to stop. Or Cody can get tortured if and only if they never get the harsh treatment ever again, like no invite or Cody's bad word. Episodes need to stop treating Cody more as an abuse victim and more as someone who is willing to fight back against Junior and Joseph. I love Cody, he's my favorite character, but even if he wasn't my favorite character, I will still say everything I did because the concept has gotten really bad the last 2 years. Cody torture has always been a staple of the show. Even Mario torture had gotten very old and very frustrating, and plenty of episodes I hated for that reason. But the last 2 years went absolutely crazy with repeating these stories over and over again, repeating the same jokes over and over, and just feeling nothing but pity for Cody gets very tiring. Anyway, I just talked about the most overused, annoying, and tiresome cliche on the channel. Man, this was a video to make. This was something I wanted to make since last year, but thankfully a lot more episodes were released where I had plenty more to say, especially no invite. There will never be another video for me that made me fall asleep, hearing the audio in my sleep, and it still felt like the longest 11 minutes of my life. And it felt like an eternity getting mad at Junior and Joseph. I really do hope episodes do get better with this formula. And ever since the last Cody torture video, Junior Submarine, came out, thankfully it's been like, what, 4 or 5 months since we had a Cody torture video? Thank God we haven't had another one like that. I really do hope we can stray away from those episodes. Every video Logan makes he finds funny. So cross your fingers for future Cody videos, and pray to God no invite ever gets a superior version of itself. We can only hope.